Carrying on with our comprehensive guide to all of the collectible locations in the Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 operations missions, and today's focus will be on the fourth operation, Reliquary. As with these guides, we'll be looking at where the Gene Seed, Guardian Relic and Armoury Data are located within the mission. But just a quick one if you don't know, the Guardian Relics, they're there to help you quick revive or take away any mortal wounds. The Gene Seed, this will give you and your squad bonus XP if it's carried until the end of the mission, but it will also take the same slot as the Guardian Relic. Armoury Data can be picked up in one of several places throughout the operation and will give you the ability to unlock better versions of your weapons when you're back on the battle barge. Onto the operation then, and right at the very beginning you're going to drop down and move to the left. Now there may be some enemies here that you need to take out. Instead of dropping down straight away, if you go to the left and then as you turn around this corner to your right, a Gene Seed can actually spawn here on the floor. There is a possible Guardian Relic in this area, but we will get to that in a moment. For now, if you follow the corridor and then turn to the left at the yellow light, and then continue around the corner to your left, you'll end up in this darkened corridor. Armoury Data may have spawned tucked behind this pillar. Whether that's there or not, you can now retrace your steps, and when you see this broken structure and the yellow light on your right, you can take the right hand path and drop down. Stick to the right hand side and the Guardian Relic may have spawned on the floor between these breakable graves. Also for you to know, there is a small space where you drop down that you can use to climb back up again. To find it, head towards the cliff edge and the rock wall. The next possible Armoury Data location can be found a little bit later on, when you're outside heading towards this building. If you go to your left, you will see some windows on your right. Turn to your left here and then go into the opening. In here on the right could be the pickup if it has spawned. From here, turn around and head back outside. Follow the path down towards your objective until you find the fire. Just before it, hidden in the bush on the left hand side, could be a Guardian Relic. This next area has a lot of possible pickups. I would suggest splitting up and checking the areas if you're in a squad. If you're by yourself, I'll try to show you the most convenient path. The next Gene Seed location in this operation can be found in the same area as the data slate. Drop down into this area. Now the console in the centre of the room is going to be a reference point for some other pickups in this area. Take a left and go up the stairs. The data slate will be at the end of the corridor in the left corner. If you then look to your right, in this little opening next to some candles on the floor, a Gene Seed could be here. Now you can turn around and head down the two sets of stairs, wrap around to your left, and in the darkness under the stairs is potentially another Guardian Relic. At this point you'll be set a couple of different objectives. One is to search for the servitors and another is where you're having to escort the servo skull. With these two objectives it could lead you down any one of four potential paths, and this can be random every time you play the mission. Of course there's no guarantee that any of these pickups will have spawned in these locations, but there is a small chance they could have. Reset yourself so you're facing the centre console if you're not there already, and now go down the stairs on the right and enter the cave. As you make your way through, you'll see this broken pillar in the centre. Behind this is a location for a Guardian Relic. There could be a lot of enemies here, and the relic may or may not be here depending on where they've spawned elsewhere in this mission. Once you've checked this area, you can reset yourself to the main console room. Another path that you could be sent down is on the stairs to the left of the console room. Go down these and through the door that is now open at the end of the room. The path is quite long and there may be a ton of enemies here, but you will be entering a crypt. Go around the main crypt and the structure behind it, and on this platform you'll see a sarcophagus. In the far left corner could be a Guardian Relic, however there is a chance that it hasn't spawned. A third possible path, if you stand facing the centre console, the door 90 degrees to your right could be open. Turn right and head all the way down the corridor until you come to some stairs. To the left of these could be a Guardian Relic placed on the floor. Another door that could open is the one at the top of the left hand stairs in the main console room. If this door is open, then you can enter the doorway, and when you're in this circular room you can follow the platform around clockwise. There will be some enemies here that you'll need to take care of, then you'll pass some stairs on your right hand side, and after the second pillar on the right there could be a Guardian Relic on the floor next to it. Back in the main console room now, and also back on the linear path of this mission. This next pickup can be easily missed. When you come outside you'll be continuing to fight chaos, and the path you need to continue the level is to the right. But instead, if you turn to your left and look behind this tree, a gene seed could spawn here. Shortly after this you'll come to the area with the burning buildings and the Helldrake boss. Once you're down the stairs, take a left. You should have a rock wall on your left and a broken building to your right. Go in between these and follow the path all the way down to where you can find a pillar with a fire on top of it. Armoury Data may spawn next to this pillar. Once you're back on the main path with the dragon spraying fire at you, you'll have to enter this tall building to progress the mission. But before you enter it, take a right, follow this stairway down and go underneath the building. As you go to your right you'll see a white light, and Armoury Data may be here for you. Another Guardian Relic spawn can be found not too far away from here. You'll be on the platform and you'll see some statues in the distance. Take a right, follow the platform around, and immediately on the left, on the corner, is the spawn location. From here the next gene seed spawn location isn't too far away. There is a gap in the barrier next to you. Drop down, do a 180 to face the other direction, walk towards the gate and go through the sandbags. The gene seed could spawn on the floor on your right hand side. For the fifth possible Armoury Data spawn location, come out of here and take the first right. Follow the walkway all the way to the end, and in the far right corner could be some Armoury Data if it hasn't spawned elsewhere in the operation. A little bit later on after the bridge you'll be required to assemble. Don't do that just yet, instead go to your left, and about halfway down the platform you'll see a plant on your left growing out of the platform. This is the final gene seed spawn location for this operation, if you haven't seen it or picked it up already. But be aware there may also be enemies on this platform. Finally, another Guardian Relic location for you. Once you enter the area where the boss battle is, drop down, go to your right and proceed under the archway closest to you. On the floor to your left as you enter could be a Guardian Relic. So that's a lot of collectibles in the fourth operation. Do let me know if I've missed any, and also let me know if this video was helpful to you by leaving your thoughts below. There are more guides for these pickups across the operations missions on this channel, so feel free to check those out if you need them. Some of them will be on your screen shortly.